Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for the weeks of November 26th through December the 9th, 2024. This is a reading if you are Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising, or have another significant Sagittarius placement. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you, and if you're returning, welcome back. You can check the description box below if you would like to book readings with me. I'm also having gift cards available at this time of year by request. If people want to gift a reading to somebody. And I have other spiritual coaching and healing services that I offer as well. So you can check my link in the description box below. And if you want to follow me on Instagram at transition.life.coaching, I do a morning live stream every day called Morning Coffee with Breege, or most days anyway. And then I will upload the archives of those here to YouTube if you want to watch them here. But you're also welcome to join us in the mornings. Right now I'm doing them at 7 o'clock a.m. Might move them up as we get towards winter to 7:30, but yeah, and if not, the recordings are there on Instagram as well. I do a daily tarot reading there and talk about some particular topic, either in astrology or something, other messages that I've gotten that I think are significant. So anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get into your reading. Before I lay the cards out, I've got Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche. Our tarot deck is going to be the Mystical Cats Tarot this week. And I did not bring an oracle deck down with me when I started these, and I was like, okay, well, if I didn't do it for the first one, I'm not going to do it for the other ones. So we'll go back to doing the oracles next time, but it's usually just one card pull, so we should be okay. So a quick look at Cartouche. Some of you are going to be getting messages about new love. That seems like a possibility here. Or there could be you could have new love in your life, or there could be a new love affair. And possibly an earth sign. Possibly somebody who might be, or just somebody who might be grounded. It could be that something starts out as a love affair, and this might be telling you to grow things slowly and steadily. So if you're single, that might be good news if you're actually looking for love. You do have a financial situation that's going to be shifting and changing with water here. So there could be, sometimes that comes up when we're spending, as much money's coming in, we're spending it and it's going out again. So that could be a possibility there. But yeah, so there's definitely going to be fluctuation and change in money. And we're going to clarify all these with tarot. Interesting, you've got Nephthys and Horus in your two houses connected to work. So both of those imply to me, I don't know. I mean, Nephthys sometimes is a situation that hasn't come to fruition yet. If we're talking about health, Nephthys would indicate preventative medicine. So maybe it's time for a checkup, or just to maybe we are coming into the holidays where we all kind of get a little debauched in our in everything. So it might be saying some preventative care might be a good thing right now. But you have Horus up here in your 10th house too, which could be a strong family thing, but I feel like Horus, or could be strongly creative, but Horus, I feel like with Nephthys, there's almost a strong healing vibe between the two. So some of you might be involved in healing work or going into healing work. Again, take that as it resonates. But certainly, whatever you're doing in the 10th house with Horus, it's going to be visible. And you really can't see that on camera, so here's the card right here. It does seem like you're being tested in your own house, 9th house of Sagittarius. Pyramid seems to indicate something that's either taking time or something that feels a little bit like an ordeal right now. And you may be in a real spirit of giving, because you have Isis here in your 11th house of networks and friendships. So maybe you are giving to a lot of people. Now, this is terribly interesting because every reading I've done, so far I've done Libra, Scorpio, and now I'm doing you guys. Bast has been in the 12th house. So sometimes this is unconscious stress or psychosomatic illness. Sometimes comes up when Bast is here. It's the happiness card. So I don't know, maybe we're all kind of having this sense of maybe not being recognized for things that we're doing. That's another possibility when Bast shows up in Pisces. But it's also very, very strongly intuitive. So it seems that everybody in this 2-week period needs to definitely listen to their intuition. And the great thing that I'm seeing here is you have Winged Disc in the 8th house. So Winged Disc, this is the house of transformation. That's the house of Scorpio. And to see the Winged Disc there, that suggests to me overcoming obstacles, like things becoming clear, being able to have the big picture, being able to accomplish something. So if this is showing up in your transformation, this shows a very positive and successful transformation happening in your life. You do have Urias down in the home sector, so I don't know if there's going to be some unexpected news around family. That could also be with the twinses. This could be something from a sibling for some people, but yeah, there just seems to be something, either something hidden that's, or maybe this is you being circumspect. It may be telling you not to share certain things with your family right now. take it as it resonates, but Urias often comes up when we have a little curveball or something unexpected, but it's usually something good. Oftentimes this card comes up when we're expecting a negative outcome for something, and we end up, things happen in a way that we don't expect. You do have Lotus in the first house, so first house Lotus does suggest that you are, again, there might be some anxiety here, so it may be telling you that you need to, you've got Sky Queen or the Queen of Swords with it, so you may be looking at things in a very kind of detached, cynical way lately, maybe with things that have happened. So that would be telling you that you can, basically telling you that you can relax. There's not a, there's not a need to worry here. So let's see how the rest of these play out. Okay. And our last card is going to be, let's see. There it is. That's the one. Okay. Okay, so right now, you may be worried about things. Like I said, there's a lot of people right now who are looking at what we'll call the cold, hard facts, or really just seeing what's right in front of our eyes, and perhaps we are, we have experience with things, and maybe we're looking at things with a jaundiced eye right now, but Lotus is saying you don't need to worry. Now with this water card in the second house, we have the Nine of Earth. So this is about financial independence coming in. So this is a great card for money. So it feels like whatever's changing and flowing, this does seem to indicate that whatever this changes, it's ultimately going to be an increase in your finances, leaving you in a very stable position. So if finances have not been stable for some reason, that's a really good indicator there. Let me go over and look at these houses again. I'm going to look at the sixth house. Okay, so along with Nephthys here in your house, this has to do with like service to others, like a job. It can have to do with health, and it can also have to do with whatever we're worried about. And Nephthys could literally mean we're just worried about what we don't know yet. But we have Fire Kitten here. So Fire Kitten is the Page of Wands. So there's this idea that there's some kind of a new idea. There could be messages coming in too. Something that you're thinking that maybe you want to try out or do something new. But this is generally very positive news, and I mean, you see this kitten about to touch the flame here, so there is a sense of trial and error here, like, wanting to dive into something and maybe needing to use a little bit of caution. But there may be some situation where you feel like it's very new, and maybe you're concerned about what that's what the path forward is going to be. Okay, but Nephthys would, again, there's a lot of relying on intuition right now. In your 10th house with Horus, you also have the Seven of Earth. Okay, and as you can see, it's this cat, waiting for the mouse to come out from under the tree or whatever rodent it is, and so this is a situation that's going to require some patience. So I don't know, whatever's going on here, whatever visibility that we're having for you, whatever challenge that you are working through, you may be in a position of reevaluation right now. You may be looking at things and trying to make some decisions about what stays and what goes. But again, there's this idea of being patient here, like the one, the patient waiting can be rewarded in some way. Seven of Earth could say basically says we're not quite at the harvest yet. Now, if I look down here at your third house, now mind you, Mercury is going to be retrograde for this period of time. So Mercury retrograde is going to be, that's where communications can get messed up. Travel plans can go awry. If you're not a good time to buy new technology. And you have the twins with the Four of Sky. So Four of Sky, see, it's interesting. So you've got the twins here. So there's definitely this idea of communication. And like I said, I think for some of you, this could be a love communication, or maybe a communication you're waiting for. The Four of Sky can indicate either somebody who's been sick recently, or it can indicate just somebody who has a need to kind of curl up and hibernate like this cat is, like just wanting to withdraw, to take a time out. So I don't know, maybe communication with somebody is going to be an issue here, because maybe you're going to feel like you're not hearing from them enough, or something's going on. Could also be news of somebody and a health situation as well. Maybe that's why we have Nephthys here. Maybe it's the sense of, okay, what's the outcome? Where's this going to go? But I don't know. I feel like this is also the house of business. So some of you could be going into a partnership literally with health. I keep feeling health for somebody watching this. Like, because you have Horus up here, that can be a card of healing. Four of Swords is also a card of healing. And Nepenthes here, yeah, I mean, this could be somebody who's doing more maybe energetic therapies or alternative healing or something like that. That could be a thing. So there could be a potential for a partnership here in this area. But I think more generally, this is saying, yeah, there seems to be some kind of back and forth here, some kind of messages with somebody who I think, at least for some of you, this is going to have to do with love, but doesn't have to. It could also just be a business partnership or something like that. I would say with the four of, like I said, if you're not working in the health industry, or this doesn't have to do with health, then I would say that this might be saying, again, that there's a need to kind of, like the Seven of Earth up here, take a step back and think about things, have a little bit of a retreat, have a little bit of a break before you move ahead with something here. But changes are definitely coming. It's just some of them, that's what I'm kind of seeing. It's like, yeah, kind of not yet. We're here, but not quite yet. Now, this is interesting because with the Urias here in the 4th house, you have the 3 of Sky. Okay, so this indicates a separation. So that seems to be the unexpected thing now, or at least is connected to a separation or a perceived separation, okay? So the way I'm feeling this could go a couple of different ways. Because I'm not necessarily getting a negative vibe from this. This could be that somebody may decide, it's Thanksgiving week, somebody may decide not to come. There could be a separation here. Maybe you'll be separated from your family because of something going on. Or, I don't know, there could be some event, because this has to do with sorrow and separation from somebody in some fashion. And so with Urias, the sense is that this is something that's unexpected. Now, if I want to look at it more positively, it could literally go the other way around, and it may depend. It could be that maybe somebody who you expected was going to be separate or staying away may surprise you and turn up. Okay, so you can look at it either way. Overall, I don't know. I'm not feeling like there could be a separation with somebody, but I kind of feel like it could potentially go the other way. That's more the vibe that I'm getting, but take it as it resonates for you. Yeah, and if we look over here at the 8th house, you have this, you have winged disc with 5 of Fire. So this suggests to me that there is some kind of conflict, or there's been some kind of, I don't know, this is outside people usually meddling when I see 5 of Fire. Or people who are competing with you for something. There's something that's taking your focus away. And whatever this is, whatever this conflict is, and again, it's the 5 of Wands. It's not a serious conflict. Sometimes it seems more like it's game playing and stuff like that. But whatever it is, you are going to overcome it. Like whatever you've been struggling with here, where you're trying to, and again, that's interesting because you have Horus here, which has to do with social acceptability and visibility. Nepenthes is sometimes somebody too who hides themselves. So I don't know. Maybe maybe the work you're doing, maybe you don't feel visible enough. And this seems to be saying, like, be patient. There's going to be messages of change around that. Because maybe there's, like I said, maybe there's competition. Maybe there's other people in your office and so forth who are, or wherever you work, that they're taking attention away from you. But that's definitely going to be overcome here. Which is interesting how this is shaking out. As I mentioned, in your own house, we have Pyramid. We have it with the Fire Queen. Okay, now you are a fire sign, so this could be you. Fire Queen is the Queen of Wands. So this is somebody who's very beautiful, very seen, very ambitious. Again, a lot about being seen here, which is interesting. Now, this is, your own house has to do with freedom, independence. It has to do with, it's Jupiter energy, so it can have to do with long distance travel. It can have to do with higher education, with spirituality. That's the things connected to this house. So I don't know. There may be something you're doing. Maybe it's an educational venture. Maybe you want to be recognized in school. Maybe this has to do with a trip that you're taking, and maybe this just has to do with there's something that some way you're determined to expand your horizons. And you seem very ambitious and determined to do that. But it is saying this may be something that's going to take a little bit of time. So there could be a little bit of ordeal. This could also be another person coming in too. Sometimes the Fire Queen comes in when maybe there's somebody else. Maybe you're working with a person of this type, or a person of this type is helping you to broaden your horizons. But it is saying it's going to take time. Okay, so let's look at your Aquarius house again. Yeah, we have Isis here. So Isis often comes up when we are being nurturing towards others in some way. And you have this with the priest. So Okay, so again, you could be mentoring somebody or somebody could be mentoring you. The priest is like the Hierophant card, and this is somebody who acts as like a spiritual guide or a mentor or something like that, maybe a mentor slash mother figure. So you may be representing this for somebody else, or there could be a significant friend who may be doing this. Now, Hierophant is strong Taurus energy, so this person could be a Taurus. And in fact, just going down to your houses connected to love and love affairs, remember we saw this. Now you have Ankh with the High Priestess, so this is interesting because this suggests to me that this love may be somebody who's hidden from you. Maybe they've been keeping it a secret, okay? Maybe this is somebody who's getting to know you as a friend. Maybe they are a mentor. And, I mean, Priestess is more Pisces energy, but there's a sense here, and maybe this is somebody who you perceive as being very independent too. But there may be this, but it does seem like there is this love there. And that would kind of, okay, if this message over here in the third house has to do with a love affair, then the twins would be saying maybe there's going to be a communication from somebody who's been kind of hiding from you. That's a possibility there. And this person, there's a very strong Taurus vibe here because you've got the Earth Queen with Earth here, okay, in your 7th house of relationship. So this could be somebody who's either an Earth sign, so which would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or just somebody who's very, very grounded or has strong Earth energy in their chart, or just a very strong earthy disposition. In any case, I feel like whatever's going on here with the relationship, and again, if you're married, this would apply also, there seems to be this focus on home, practicality, possibly on money, but I feel more like this is about like trying to build a home rather than the kinds of relationships that are like fly by night. And if you're married, there may be more of a focus on practical things and on doing things for the home right now with this particular energy showing up. So so let's look at your overall. You've got Osiris. So okay, and actually this is Sagittarius energy. So this is you being kind of at home with things. Osiris is somebody who has good judgment, who has their feet on the ground, who knows what steps to take to do things. Sometimes Osiris is just about steady and consistent kind of leadership. But you have it with the 3 of Fire. So 3 of Fire, again, there's this is almost like, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is the person looking out to sea, waiting for their ship to come in, right? So there's an energy of that here. It's kind of like looking out curiously at what's on the horizon. And oftentimes the 3 of Wands, in this case, 3 of Fire, 3 of Wands, is about collaboration with others too. This may be about how we come together and work with others to make our goals happen. And in any case, it seems like you're in a very stable position, but you are very interested in what it's going to take to move to the next space. I didn't actually talk about this card. I forgot about this. In the 12th house, along with Bast, you have Sky Kitten. Okay, that's Page of Swords. So this could be worries about, and with 5 of Fire over here, you might be worried about reputation. Reputation might be a thing for you, how people see you. Maybe you've been taking a risk, or maybe there's something you've been doing behind the scenes that you're worried you're going to be judged about. I don't know. It's interesting. But it definitely seems like you're taking, you may be taking a dim view of how people see you with the Queen of Swords in the first house. So there may be worries here about gossip, about people, talking behind your back, or about what kind of talk might be hidden, okay, when this comes up. But Page of Swords or Sky Kitten can also be about, the mind kind of trying to wrap itself around something new. Sometimes this comes up when there's contracts, or this can also be a card of education as well. So, but I don't know. This tends to be, I always feel like this is information that's coming and not necessarily from a direct source. So this may be information that you're getting indirectly about something. But I'm feeling like you are, Sagittarius, you may be concerned about how you appear to others, maybe how people might be judging your work. Maybe if you are somebody with some of authority, maybe you're thinking people are, competing with you or talking down. But again, you have this with the winged disc. So I think there may be more of a perception of a social difficulty than having that be the reality. And it's interesting. I'm just looking at this 5th and 11th house. You have the priest and the priestess together. So I don't know. This could be a very spiritual relationship for somebody. There could be a strong spiritual connection, or like I said, this could be a Taurian, but yeah, that's interesting that, and maybe somebody who's been in your friend group, maybe who's been keeping things a secret potentially. And again, we're looking at Taurus energy. Now, this is the Earth Queen. That doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a female, just somebody who is who has the ability to make somebody feel at home, and one who has a lot of abundance to share. So yeah, so that's your reading for the next 2 weeks, Libra. So I'm going to say Libra, Sagittarius. Apologies for that. I do hope this reading was helpful. If you did find this video useful, then please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to be notified about these videos, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be apprised of when new videos are coming out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.